G'day riders, so this is my report on a double Simpson Desert crossing attempt that we made starting around the same time as the Birdsville races, so 2nd and 3rd of September. So as you can see from the map there, it's quite a long way from Brisbane to Alice Springs, where we end up, where the red dot is. That's let's call it 2,000 kilometres and 3,000 kilometres by road. Let's round up. So I'll just show you the map here of how we got there and the basic timeline of what happened, and a couple of pics along the way. So just to set the scene, there was a bit of a snafu with the bike transport. My bike was actually supposed to be transported down to Melbourne by Road Hog Transport, and they stuffed it up on their end and initially said they couldn't take it, then said they could, and it didn't end up going. So I ended up having to throw it in the back of the ute and drive to Charleville, which is a day's drive west from Brisbane. Then I met the guys who organised the trip, and put my bike on the trailer behind, George's, which is the red trailer that you might recognise from the Fraser trip that was getting repaired over there. More on that later. And then we headed west to Windora. So I'll throw a little video in here of camp at Windora. We have made it to Windora, and we are not going any further because right there the road is closed, and right there is a policeman enforcing that. So I've driven for 2 days to get here, and this is as far as we're getting now. So we're camped until the road opens. We might find some ways to have some fun, since we got motorbikes, petrol, and this wicked looking Maverick XRC beastie, which is ironically registered in my name. So stay tuned. So the plan from here is to get to Birdsville, where we also link up with one more rider, Peter. Go and have a look at Big Red and get ready. And from there we're going to, if you have a look at the map there, we're going to head on the orange line, which does a loop basically. So orange line going left along the QAA line, which then goes down to Popel's Corner. Then it goes down into South Australia. You can see it down in the Munga-Thirri National Park. Then it loops up and goes to Dalhousie, then Mount Dare, then Fink, and then up to Alice Springs. From Alice Springs, I think the route was going to be on the Colson track, which is the blue line, then join up to the Madigan line, which is the green line, a little bit down the Hay River track, then the rest of the Madigan line across to Birdsville. So that was slated for approximately 14 days. So yeah, it was an adventure getting there. Let's have a look at a little bit of that. Come to the dry outback, they said. This is awesome. So this is the setup that we were traveling with that day. The BT50 at the front towing the buggy with the fuel drums and everything on the tandem trailer. A Navara with 2 bikes, one spare 500 and a spare 890 rally, which Jack was going to ride. Then Rowan towing a 3-bike trailer with my bike in the middle. Johnny's brand new Husky 501 that hadn't even turned a wheel on one side, and Jimmy's KTM 500 on the other side, who'd be sweep rider. And on the left there, you see a Amarok of Sven, who came along to join us, who happened to be in Charleville the night we were in Charleville, so he was invited to tag along. So I guess at this point it's worth going back one step and just explaining exactly what we're doing out here and what we're setting out to do. This part here on the map that you can see that goes from Birdsville, goes across the QAA, down to Poples, down across the French line and up to Mount Dare, is a part of the world that I've wanted to ride for a long time. There's 1,100 and something sand dunes arranged in what they call a closely packed array, with most dunes running southeast to northwest for 200 kilometres. Dunes can reach 90 metres in height. I mean, if that alone doesn't want to make you do it, let me just show you a picture here of a 10-kilometre section of the dunes on the French line, where it has 53 dunes in it that you cross. So this is a pretty interesting section of it. This is the Colston track intersection, and the bit to the left is colloquially called the washing machine, and the bit to the right is the bigger dunes heading back towards Birdsville. And to say that it's aptly named would be pretty well a good explanation of it. It's actually 170,000 square kilometres, and it's in 3 states: Queensland, my state, South Australia, where we are on the French line, and then up into the Northern Territory that I've never ever been to before. So it ticked a lot of boxes, including Poples Corner, which is a landmark where it's another place like Cameron's Corner, where you can be in 3 states at the same time with your hand on the post. So I'd wanted to do it on a supported trip, and these were the guys that I did the Fraser trip with. So I paid my money and threw my hat in the ring, and off we went to the races, literally the weekend of the Birdsville races. So buckle in and come along for the ride, and I'll show you what all the fuss was about, I guess. That's the best way to describe it. Cheers. So we're on the road to Birdsville, and there's options over that way, this way, the middle. And these boys chose to go this way, and it is bogged. Proper bogged. I'm not sure this is going to work. This is attempt number 1. Winching. Hello. Backing. Oh yeah. We have success. At Birdsville, even down the bottom is full, and there were people stuck down the bottom, all muddy. So she's emptying out now. It was full yesterday when we came. So Birdsville races were yesterday. Day 1, Simpson trip, Little Red, heading over. Easy. See if the boys get over in the full drives. Out with dramas. We've got the support vehicle as well. 990 leading the crew. Alright, we'll see you over the other side. Little Red. So that's where they have the big red bash.
Yeah, that's. I'm just going to take a picture to show the missus.
Yeah. So George thought we could camp there, but it's only during the big red bash. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see some more of these videos. There's a couple more coming up and a few more bits and pieces. So yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Cheers.